What's up, guys, girls, and empty warehouses? So there are a lot of games out there that use procedural generation. Now, procedural generation is basically when a game generates random stuff using like an algorithm. So there's like a set of things that a game can pick from, and it picks from them and it stitches them together in one way or another. A lot of times it's used for like terrain generation or room generation in video games, and that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. Today I'm going to make a procedurally generated level with a bunch of different rooms, and it's gonna be a fun time. So the idea for this is to basically have a starting room like this or whatever, and then we make like 10 other gameplay rooms, right? And then we can randomly slot them onto the end like this, you know? It might be two of the same room in a row. That's why I want to do 10 rooms, because I feel like if you do 10 rooms, there's a good chance that, you know, you won't see a bajillion repeats. So yeah, I think it should be a fun time. Obviously, it's going to be a platformer. I'm probably going to make you robot just, you know, because. Give it a nice background color. And let's pick an awesome song. Alright, so let's build our starting room first things first. What's the camera view like? That's not bad. That's like a decent amount of room. Yeah, so the starting room will just take up the entire area. And then we'll have an edge trigger down here. Actually, this should be the spawn group. Yeah, we'll have an edge trigger beneath. And then another edge trigger to the left, just so you can't go too far either way. All right, cool. You know what else would be cool? You hitting subscribe, baby! Yeah! Because I've just demolished 200K, and we are closing in on 300K. Let's go! All right, back to rooms. So now the fun part. So now we get to try and design some rooms. So let's start thinking of things. I think there's good potential for a room with spikes that comes down from the ceiling over and over. I think that could work. Yeah, cool. I think that works. And we can put one of these bad boys in the middle. Put some pulsing music sticks. Very nice. So that's one kind of room done. Then what else could we do? All right, we could do this. Just a nice little challenge here. Bruh. Yeah, that works. All right, room 3. Gotta think of something good. Maybe something with rotation. This level's gonna use up so many groups, by the way. It's actually insane how many groups this level is going to just eat up. And you'll see why later. But we're gonna be doing a lot of copying and pasting and build helpering, and it's gonna be a great time. Alright, cool, we got another room done. Then, ooh, what about a moving platform room? I think that could be interesting. Just a room with just like a long room with a bunch of moving platforms. I think that has potential. Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's, see how difficult this is. Actually, we can make this taller. I don't know why I've been operating with this, like, height restriction, but we literally could make this taller. But there's no height restriction here, so I don't know why I've been being a little bit silly about that. These are moving the wrong way. Cool. Alright, that's a room. Alright, I'm thinking a really tall level, or tall room. I know my last couple of videos have been about tall things, but we need height. We need height here, I think. Does this work how I think it will? I want to try and do a momentum thing up top, but I feel like I can never tell if momentum stuff is going to work right in the editor. Oh, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Pretty sure that this jump doesn't kill you, so that's good. Alright, we're coming along nicely. We got 5 rooms already, so that's very good. Although, that does mean we are only halfway there, because I wanted to do 10. Alright, I'm thinking a level with, like, just some pits, maybe. Just some pits you gotta jump over. Because I think that I'm gonna also have a persistent threat, being that there's just gonna be, like, lava underneath the entire thing with, fireballs that can randomly, pop up. So, yeah, that's fine. Does that kill you? Surely not, right? No, it doesn't. Nice. Actually, it's kind of a hard jump. Also, in the case of having lava, actually might want to move the edge trigger down. Cool, so that's that. We got our lava. Sorry, I took like kind of a detour there. Let's get back to making rooms. Alright, 3 more rooms. 3 more rooms. What can we do here? What if we have a red light, green light room? Wouldn't that be awesome? Never mind. Low-key, I think that's too difficult. So instead what we're gonna do, we're gonna make this wall, and there's gonna be a toggle orb that moves the wall back. There we go. Too bad we don't have enough space to get up top. There we go. Alright, this should be plenty. There we go. I don't think there's a way that you could ever hit the top one there first. Cool! That works nicely. Alright, room 8. I wonder if we could do some random stuff here. Maybe we'll put a room that's just gambling. Like, that's awesome. You have to like randomly pick a box, and you may or may not get a coin out of it. Alright, cool. So now if you gamble, and you get the Extreme Demon, Spike gets put here. If you get an X, nothing happens, and if you get the coin, then that counter at the bottom goes up, and at the end of the level, you'll be able to get a coin. So very cool. In fact, let's make room 9 the last one, and room 10 will just be the ending room. Let's just make it a big old maze. Big old robot maze. The unfortunate thing about this one is that once you do it once, you'll know how to do it every time, but whatever. I'm not putting my whole random maze thing into this level. It's not happening. Alright, cool. I think that looks good. And now for room 10, where it all ends. We will end just as we began, with just a simple jump. Actually, we should make it the same size room, honestly. That would be kind of funny. This size. There we go. Yeah, that looks great to me. And of course, we will plop down the coin in the event that you won. Nice. Alright. And then, yeah, then we'll just have our trademark Sdslayer end trigger, the orb. Alright, very cool. So, make a copy just so I don't lose the rooms. But now, here's where it gets awesome. Let me fill in all of these rooms with extra blocks down below and above. Alright, so we've added these Stereo Madness blocks around everything. And now this is where the fun truly begins. I'm just going to upload this so I don't accidentally lose all my progress. So what we're going to need to do now, in order to make this work, is we're going to be merging all of these rooms on top of each other. So that's why we built them all in separate layers. That way we are able to do that. So we have to move them and align them so their like starting block is the same. It's on the same like block basically. That's why the rooms have this like consistent door shape. Because if they didn't, then we would have no way of guaranteeing that the entrance in or out of the level would be the same. And we don't need to worry about the final room, because the final room is like its own thing entirely. So yeah, we've got this mess now, and what we're gonna start off by doing is we're going to have to toggle every single room off. So that's good. Now, we need to randomly choose to turn one of them back on. So let's give all of these groups... There we go. Yeah. So it turns off, and it randomly chooses one room to exist, which is good. Let me move this over temporarily. So now what we're gonna do is, in the starting room, we are going to place down a collision block. Now, in retrospect, I should have done this before I gave all of these rooms groups, but that's fine. We need to give collision blocks at the start and end of each room now, with their own IDs. Let me do that really quick. Hopefully this won't take super duper long. Alright. Cool. So that's done. Now each room will generate with its like start and end point defined. So then what we need to do is, once the room is generated, we need to like smash it against you know, the existing rooms. So once we generate, we need to give this entire thing a group. all of this. This is all going to have one big group 64. And we're going to move the entire thing. We're going to move it like, let's just say 20 blocks over the course of 1 second. And we will stop it once block 1 hits block 2. It's going to randomly pick a room. Then it's going to move that room to the left until it hits this block, where it'll be flush, basically. So it picks a room, and oh, that didn't work. So it picks a room, it moves until it stops. There we go. Perfect. And that works with any room. Awesome. Nice. Can we get a room that isn't that one? There we go. I thought that my random trigger didn't work or something. Sweet. You can see there is a little bit of overlap sometimes, but it's fine. Yeah. So now, the fun part is, we're literally just gonna, like, copy this a bunch. So this is what I was talking about when I said this is gonna be a lot of build helpering, because we are literally going to take this and copy it and then move it over and then just hit build helper. And that'll work, actually, because all we have to do then is we just have to change the collision blocks because they get messed up. So since the first room has 2 and 3, this room needs to have 4 and 5. Like that. And then we just have to edit the collision trigger. And then we're also... we're going to continue... with this group having group 64. That way it will move alongside the first one. For example... Lovely. And just like that, we've got 2 rooms. And what we can do is we can put these like next to each other like this. See? Just like that. So they keep on moving. So yeah, just like that, and yeah. So now we're just gonna do this a bunch of times, and then that'll be that. So yeah, it'll be very cool. I'm just gonna copy paste this a bunch of times, and I'll be back when I'm done. All right. So yeah, so I got it working. The only thing is. I don't know how to use spawn remapping, so the fireball dream is going to have to die for now because I don't want to build helper this fireball 1,000 times. Very sorry about that, but we're just going to have to move it underground for now. But yeah, so I guess let's give it a shot and see if it works. Oh, wait, don't fade, don't enter. Classic. All right, let's give it a shot now. I guess we... Oh, I guess that's a problem. Yeah, we're gonna need to move all the spawn triggers further over. That way they actually start on time. So, oh yeah, the platform, well, some of the platforms are moving. Some of them aren't, though. Hello? Whatever. What happened here? That's not right. So here's the maze level. Oh! What happened to the end room? Why is the ending room all the way over here? Oh, it's because yeah. Whoops. Yeah, I forgot. It's because there was an issue with some of the blocks having too many triggers, so I had to delete the final room. So yeah. All right, let's just give this a shot in normal mode, I think. Let's just see what's up. All right, we got this room, classic. Nice. Okay, this room is actually pretty difficult. Alright, we got this room, which also isn't too bad, and I'm dead. I think that the Crusher room is actually really difficult. I don't think the delay on the things is quite right. Yeah, the final one is too short of a timer. Hold on, can I fix that? I need to figure out which one it is. Oh, okay, here we go. So like, it's like groups 4 and 5. So let me see here. Ooh, that's not good. That's really not good. Oh, man. What was my last save point? Oh, it was before I made, like, all of them. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to remove a block of all of these. It'll look bad, but honestly, I don't really care. I mean, I guess I could fix it. But whatever. Nice. Nice. Oh, cool. Now we get to do it again. Or not, because I got the Extreme Demon Spike. Okay, another one of these. Oh my god, 2 of them in a row? Yo, I think this might be the run. Oh my god, dude. Okay, the platformers actually work on this one. Let's be careful not to die. Nice. Where are the platforms? Oh my god, bro. Here they are. Why? Dude, it was like the last room as well. Well, you know what? Sometimes you just have to accept that things don't always go your way. The level's good enough, and it's probably possible, like, maybe like half the time. I don't know. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy that. Special thanks to all channel members, including Gato, Infdu, Gabriel555Tai, Your Average Furry, Ghosty, Diego582, Kingdom of Red Pandia, Jumper, and the Stupid iDot. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It means the absolute world to me. And, yeah, this delightful levels ID will be in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.